ولا تخبي عليه، ماكش حاب تهدر.
فهمني وش كاين، وشو صاري؟ يكمل قرايته وانا طبيب، ريت تفهميني يا اخو.
كاين حاجه اسمها الكود، وحبيبك
بصح راح نخدم ليل ونهار ونضرب بورسيلك خويا.
ساب لكم يعقوب ابو بيه دراري
200 اورو شحال؟ 1500 1800 اورو ندهم لك خويا العزيز.
شكون هو جاي عندك؟
ما باليش
راك سير.
والله ما على بالي.
Welcome back to Jamaat Studio, where every episode is more than a story. It is an emotional storm that leaves you questioning everything. Tonight's episode delivered a layer of tension, shattered trust, and a final scene that felt like a punch to the heart. So let's dive into this review. Episode review: when silence becomes a weapon. The episode opens quietly, almost deceptively calm. A peaceful home, morning light pouring through the windows, soft conversations over breakfast. On the surface, everything appears stable, but the camera lingers on detail, a distracted expression, a phone turned face down, a conversation cut short when someone enters the room. It is clear that something is being hidden. The tension begins not with confrontation, but with distance. Two people who once shared everything now struggle to maintain eye contact. Their dialogue feels rehearsed, safe, careful. Midway through the episode, the first crack appears. A missed call, a mysterious meeting, a lie about something small and too small to matter, yet too unnecessary to ignore, and that is what makes it powerful. It is not a massive betrayal, it is the beginning of one. The episode smartly shows how trust doesn't collapse instantly, it erodes slowly, painfully. One particularly intense scene unfolds in a car parked outside a quiet street. The silence between them feels suffocating. Finally, one voice breaks it. Why do I feel like you are already gone? There is no immediate answer. That pause says everything. As the story unfolds, we learn that the secret is not romantic betrayal or financial decision. It is a hidden opportunity, a life changing offer that one character has accepted without telling the other. A new city, a new beginning alone. The shock doesn't come from the opportunity itself, but from the exclusion, from being left out of decision that affects both lives. The confrontation scene is raw and painfully realistic. No screaming, no dramatic slamming of doors, just raised voice filled with heart. You made plans for future without me in it. That line becomes the emotional core of the episode. But here is where the twist deepens the drama. The decision was made out of selfish ambition. It was made out of fear, fear of holding the other person back, fear of becoming a burden, fear of repeating past failures. The episode beautifully explores how love can be damaged not by hate but by insecurity. As tension rises, flashback reveals earlier moments of sacrifice, times when one put their dreams aside for the relationships. Those sacrifices were never discussed openly, they were silently accepted, and now that silence has become a weapon. The emotional peak arrives during a late night argument in a dimly lit living room. Brain hits the window as years of unspoken feelings surface. Resentments that were buried politely now explode into the open. And I didn't want to see to lose you, so you decided to leave first. That exchange captures the tragedy of the episode. Both were trying to protect the relationship in completely opposite ways. The final act shifts from confrontation to vulnerability. From the first time, both characters drop their defenses. No pride, no ego, just honesty. One admits they were scared of being enough, the other admits they were scared of being abandoned again. The episode doesn't offer a perfect resolution. There is no dramatic reconciliation kiss. Instead, it ends with a choice left hanging. The opportunity still exists. The ticket is still booked. The door is slightly open. The final scene is hauntingly simple. A suitcase by the door, two hands resting on it, waiting. We do not see where they live, together or apart. And that is what makes it powerful. Visually, the episode uses lighting brilliantly, warm tones during memories, cold blues during arguments. The background score remains subtle, allowing silence to carry emotional weight. What makes this episode unforgettable is its realism. It shows how relationships are not destroyed by grand betrayals alone. Sometimes they are fractured by unspoken fears and decisions made for the other person. It reminds us that communication is not optional in love, it is survival. By the time the credits roll, viewers are left reflecting on a difficult question: is love about sacrifice or about choosing each other openly? So that was today's dramatic episode review from Jamaat Studio, where we explore every emotional layer and every hidden truth. If you love stories that feel real, raw, and deeply human, stay connected with Jamaat Studio, because here silence speaks louder than words and every choice changes